Hello everybody, welcome back to Tigers on the Hunt. I'm Paradox Gamer, and today we're gonna start up the next ASL scenario, which is AP41, Action Pack 41, the Meat Grinder. It's in Lutsk, Russia, on 25th of June 1941. And in the opening days of Germany's invasion of the Soviet Union, the triangular area bounded by the cities of Lutsk, Ravno and Brody was the scene of a bitter struggle. Army High Command plans called for a rapid thrust to the Ukrainian capital of Kiev, after which German forces would swing southwards and trap the bulk of the forces of the southwestern front. With the terrain dominated by forests, hills and swamps, the important road nexus of Lutsk became a prime objective. General Kipinos, the southwest front commander, was ordered to counterattack immediately, but was hampered by the Luftwaffe, as well as the poor mechanical conditions of the vehicles. Nonetheless, by the 25th, he would need to go with what he had as the Germans attacked Lutsk at dawn. I'm gonna go with a German attack. As usual, I will play the attacker. And I have set up my units over here. We can see the map if I go up. Map goes all the way up here. And there's a nice town here with a crossroad. Not all the way down to here. And the victory conditions, we can see that I am side B. For a minor victory I need 23 points, and for a major victory 28. Side A, the Russians control all the victory locations, which are worth 2 points each. And then there is victory points allocated for destroying enemy units, 5 for an AFV, and 2 points for crew leaders, house squads and squads. And I start with 3 Panzer IVs, Panzer IV with 75mm main armament. They also have machine guns, of course, and are mostly effective against infantry, but they can also penetrate Russian vehicles. The Russians have some BT fast tanks, 3 of those. They also have 2 KV-2s, which are impossible to penetrate with my German vehicles. Also, the Russians have a 76 LL AA gun somewhere hidden. Also, I have lots of infantry, and I have decided to come in right here with 3 squads, MMG, 2 LMGs, and a 9-2 leader in this stack. 3 squads and an 8-1 leader in this stack. 2 additional squads here. And then 2 squads with an anti-tank rifle and a leader up here. And as we can see, we need to get into this area around the crossroad. My vehicles start crew exposed, signified by the red arrow. So let's click on administrative segment. Nothing is happening here. There's going to be no fire. So we move on to movement segment. Let's start with one of these guys and double time. And let's just move out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can see nothing. So let's take this complete group. When you group your squads with a leader, they can move further. So and as we can see nothing. So let's hope for a double time as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh. Ooh, I was lucky there. He had the gun right here, the AA gun, and it decided to first fire on me. It does not keep its rate of fire, fortunately. So it's got a nice line of sight. Actually, I would say that that's not a line of sight, but I guess the woods is not inherent, so yeah, that's okay. There is a line of sight down this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have another 2 movement points, and I will use them to get into this building right in front of me. So let me just choose these guys again. and move in here. Alright, so now we know where the gun is, and it's right out in the open. Apparently he decides to get the gun into action instead of hiding it somewhere. Okay, so let's take the other squad here, double time him. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. And then the guys up here, let's see, they should close in on the gun. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could go to this building. I don't think that's going to be too dangerous. I'm gonna bet my reputation on that. So that's gonna be a group move. 1, 2, and we see the gun. 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7. Okay, we do see a enemy unit 527 right here in line of sight. He chooses not to fire because I'm out of range. His range is only 4. I'm gonna go no further. So down here we have this very big stack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm gonna move them as a stack as well. And also double time them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nobody in line of sight. Let's move out in the open here. Okay. Alright, then we have the guns. Sorry, the tanks. Now we're gonna come up from the south, avoid this gun altogether. So let's see, let's start up this guy. I have to select a vehicle. Start 1, 2, 3. They should have about 13 movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Apparently they have more than that. Let's just stop it here. Next one. Start. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.5, 5, 5.5, 6, 6.5, 7, 7.5. And this is where we button up. And then move one further and stop. Now this guy will start 1. I keep forgetting to have to actually click down here. And then start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and stop. And that's my movement. Defensive fire. Nothing. Advancing fire. What is my range here? 6, 2, 4, 6. I can shoot at half range. So that's a 2 firepower and +3 for the building, so that's not gonna have any effect whatsoever. These guys can see the gun crew. That will be a 1 firepower with. I don't think it's emplaced on the road though, so it's 1 + 1. Okay, we can take that shot. 1 + 1 here. Very unlikely that anything happens, and it didn't. So moving on to route segment, nobody's routing. And then my advance. Okay, this whole stack will advance forward into this building. This stack will advance forward into this building. Oh, and we can see a KV2 from this location. It is pointing in the other direction, so it has to turn the turret next turn to be able to fire at us. And so the likelihood of it actually hitting us is not very big. Right. So if I go into this building with this guy, his gun will be able to shoot at me there, so I'm thinking, yeah, let's just go down this way. Like that. And then up here, moving into the next building, I think we'll be out of line of sight of this guy. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna leave the leader there. And then I'm gonna first move this squad over here. Can we see anything? Nope. And then we take the other squad and also move it in there. And that's my advance. There's no close combat. And it's now Russian turn 1, administrative segment, nothing happens. I have nothing either. Russian prep fire. He is turning the gun on the KV and fires the gun and the coax. Yeah. Nothing happens as I expected. And now enemy movement. I don't see anything. Defensive fire, we can fire back at the tank. That's not gonna do anything. And these guys cannot see anybody, so that's just about it. There's no fire. Advancing fire, there's gonna be none of that. No route. And Russian advance. Nothing. Not that I can see anyway. And then it's my turn too. I get 3 Panzer 3H as reinforcements. Now we could put them in at the top, or we can put them in at the bottom. I like to keep superiority in numbers, so I'm gonna put them in at the bottom, and then we're gonna squish whatever he has in on this side. So that's gonna be one there, and we're gonna put the last one. Let's just put it over here. Reinforcement segment over. Administrative, nothing. Prep fire. I got nothing to prep fire at, so let's go to movement. Now it's going to be interesting. I'm of course going to move out of the KV's line of sight here. But first let's see what we can find up here. We know the gun is there. So I'd like to enter one of these buildings to be able to fire at it. Maybe this building. The way we do that is we just simply assault moves one squad forward into here. Nothing pops up. And then the other squad also assault moves in there. And the leader also assault moves in here. So down here. Okay, let's move into these buildings. Let's start up one of the tanks first. We can start up this guy. Then go, that was 1, so 2. Still open topped. Let's button up. 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a KV right there, and it takes a shot at me. So he turns the turret around, and he misses, of course. And we can see the BA6 over here. I didn't know they had a BA6. The Russians. I think it's supposed to be a BT6, but okay. Yeah, this is the wrong counter. Anyway, this is the counter we have to play with, so let's go. That should be able to be... That could be penetrated by my anti-tank rifle, actually. But this guy is moving right now, so let's move him out of the way. We could just stop right in front of him and try and take him out. There's no infantry in sight. That's very interesting. Let's move forward here. Now what can we see? We can see a squad there. We can see the squad LMG up here. So that means there's no enemy squads over here. I can move right in and close combat this KV. So I'm going to continue my move. Over there. And I've lost track of how many points I've spent, so we'll just keep moving this way. Oh, what do we have here? BT7, 45L. I need to get my front. So let's change the cover arc. There we go. And then we can just stop here. Stop. Now I could move my tank into this wood hex here. I might balk from that move, but that'll be a very good place to be in. Let's try that actually. Start up this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and move into the hex. It balked. So when you balk in a hex, you automatically stop. So we are now stopped. See, we can't stop. It's already stopped. Okay, perfect. Now we can fire at this guy, and we might just unbalk later on. Alright, so let's move some squads in to attack this KV. Now the KV has both a bow machine gun, a coaxial machine gun, and a rear machine gun. It's currently facing up here, so the bow is facing the wrong way. The coax is facing the right way. But if you come in from the side, there'll be no machine guns covering this hex right on the side. So I'm gonna move one squad in there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm gonna have to get the leader in there. And they did run in the last turn, so they cannot run 2 turns in a row. And I'm pretty sure there are no enemy squads in here. One, two, three. There could be one in this building though. Let's check that out. Check one squad here. Regular move. 1. And then 2, 3. Okay, so there's nobody in this building either, but there's a lot in here. Let's see what they got. 3 squads and an anti-tank rifle up here. And these guys have exhausted their move. We could go into this woods here to take a firefight with this guy. We'll be in normal range of that guy. Okay, I think I'm ready to to do this. This is a bold move. But hey, move as a stack. That'll give them 6 movement points. That should be enough to get into this building right here. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The KV cannot fire at us, and there's no supporting infantry. So this KV is in dire straits because we're gonna advance in with our group here and take it out in close combat. So further up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could take the remaining squad and the leader and move them into this building here. So they would go one. Why do they go out? 1, 2. Try that again. 3, 4. I don't know why they keep losing. And then 5, 6. Okay, the 527 fires, but we're in a stone building. One of the squads pins. That's fine. We can live with that. And then we're gonna move some of these guys up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So up here we know there's a lot more firepower coming my way. So I already moved these guys. Alright, we got more tanks. I got 4 more tanks. Alright, this guy, start him up, and I have to choose the AV. Actually, I think we're gonna put a break, or no? Let's finish the movement phase. No, let's put a break in here, guys. I will finish the movement phase in the next episode. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Bye bye.